Hey everybody, welcome back to Swiftlessons for another rhythm guitar tutorial. In today's session, we're going to learn some more of those expensive chords as I break down some of the most popular ways of playing a jazzy 2, 5, 1 chord progression. So let's take a close look at this Lag Tramontane acoustic guitar equipped with the high vibe. And today I'm using the Elixir NanoWeb Phosphor Bronze 1253s. I live very close to the ocean at the Jersey Shore, and my strings are always deteriorating very quickly, so I switched to these coated strings. They last a lot longer. These have been on here for 2 weeks, and they still play and sound awesome. So I'll put links down in the description for the equipment I'm using today. Let's get started. Okay, a close look at the fretboard, getting started with exercise number 1. Learning how to play this iconic 2-5-1 chord progression, starting on the E string root, using the basic chord shapes A minor 7, D dominant 7, and G major 7. Okay, these are all movable shapes that you can use to play this progression in every single key. Just move it fret to fret. Okay, with the rhythm, it should sound like this. Comping. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and... Okay, so the A minor 7 chord shape, let's get these grips down. We have the middle finger and ring finger doing all the work here. We have 5th fret low E string, the A string will be muted, and then we're gonna bar with the ring finger on frets 5 of the D, G, and B strings. All right, the high E string will be muted as well. All right, then we're gonna switch to D dominant 7, just take a C7 chord shape, and bring it up one whole step. Now the 5th fret A string is our root note, that's a D note, giving us the frets 5, 4, 5, 3. All right, so A minor 7, that's the 2 chord in the key of G, right? G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. So A minor 7, the 2, D dominant 7, the 5, and to the 1 chord, G major 7. Very, very soothing, right? All right, that's gonna be frets 3, 4, 4, 3. Again, the A string and high E are muted. All right, so one measure on the A minor 7 chord, comping, a 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, just squeezing whenever we want those chords to sound. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and then double up the 1 chord G major 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's loop that a couple times and see if you can play along. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. G major 7, 2, 3, 4, again. A minor 7, D dominant 7, G major 7. Okay, now before we move on to the next exercise, what if I asked you to play that exact same chord progression, but in the key of C? All right, the way we do that is we'd find a C note on the low E string. All right, play the scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Pick out the 2nd, 5th, and 1st notes. Apply our chord types. All right, that's going to be D minor 7, G dominant 7, and C major 7. Let's see if we can play through the progression now using those chord forms. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And double this up. C major 7. Let's add a passing chord, ready? You can throw in this diminished chord right here frets 9, 8, 9, 8, C sharp diminished. So. Walks us back up to the 2 chord. All right, right there in the key of C major. Okay, now moving on to exercise number 2. The same exact progression, the E string root, but this time embellished. We're going to use the chords A minor 7, just like we did before. But now we're gonna swap out this 5 chord, D dominant 7, for the more flavorful D7 flat 9. Okay, that's going to be frets 5, 4, 5, 4, barring with the index finger. Then I'm going to give you a very stylish ending chord. It's going to be G major 7, add 13. That's got to be the most soothing chord known to man. All right, that's frets 3, 4, 4, 5. All right, you know what to do with the A string and the high E. You want to block those with the undersides of your fingers. Okay, you put that together and we have exercise number 2. A minor 7, a 1, 2, 3, 4, the flat 9, and G major 7, add 13. Great way to resolve. Let's combine our 2 different versions of the progression that we have so far, and why don't we throw in that little passing chord that we did as well, this time in the key of G. A 1, 2, 3, 4, A minor 7, D7 flat 9, G major 7, a 1, 2 passing chord, and A minor 7, D7 flat 9, and the resolve to G major 7, add 13. Now you're playing like a real jazzer. Okay, great work everybody. Now we're moving on to exercise number 3, the 2-5-1 chord progression, A string roots starting off. So check it out, we're gonna play it way up here in the 12th fret position. We're gonna start off with basic kind of bar chords. All right, the most basic forms of these shapes, then I'll give you a more advanced professional way of playing through the progression. Okay, so here we're gonna use A minor 7, rooted off of the 12th fret, D dominant 7, G major 7, and we'll throw in that passing chord again, which is a little bit easier in this position. All right, so let's get it into your ear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, G major 7, 2, 3, 4, G sharp, diminished 7 passing chord. All right, getting those grips down, the A minor 7 chord. Most of you probably already know this. I'm borrowing the 12th fret A string to high E, also grabbing 14 on the D and 13 on the B. Every single minor 7 chord in the book, okay? You just need to know the root note on the A string to know which key you're playing in. Now, if you want to go to the 5 chord, just go up 1 string to the ceiling and down a full step. Okay? And that's going to be D dominant 7. A 2 to 5 chord change. All right, and then resolve to the 1. Right there, G major 7. Frets 10, 12, 11, 12. Now, if you want to jump up to the diminished passing chord to get back to that 2 chord, you can play it like this. Okay, so G sharp diminished 7. To get there from the major 7th chord, just take your middle finger, put it on fret number 11 of the A string, and then your index needs to grab the 10th fret of the G string. But I usually do that just by barring. Okay, it's a lot easier, a lot faster that way. Now you have the full progression, the 2, the 5, the 1, the diminished passing chord. Just loop that, get used to those shapes. They have a lot of mileage. All All right, we add in our comp and rhythm, and we have exercise number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, diminish. And when you're going to the diminish, you have the option of playing it for a full measure or kind of thrown in at the end of a measure. Okay, beautifully done everybody. Now we're moving on to our 4th and final exercise. We're going to take the position that we just played in, but we're going to ditch the bar chords for these more sophisticated professional jazz grips. And we're also going to throw in a bonus chord, the minor 6, making this a very sophisticated 2, 5, 1, 6 chord progression. All right, this is a fantastic progression to write with. All right, so let's get those shapes down. Starting with the A minor 7. In this position, we have frets 12, 10, 12, 13. Okay, no open strings. So again, this is every single minor 7 chord shape. Now let's ditch the dominant 7 bar chord for the dominant 7 add 13. So it's not the major 7. We're flattening that back 1/2 step. Now we have the chord formula 1, flat 7, major 3rd, and 13. Okay, the 13 is just the 6th interval up an octave, okay, if that makes sense. Okay, so the 2, the 5. And now for the 1 chord, let's play the super, super beautiful major 9 variety. Okay, here I have frets 10, 9, 11, 10. Okay, and we're gonna throw in the 6 chord as well, just using that same bar chord form that we played before. Of course, if you like, you can play it here or just like that. It's very important to know the various forms that you have of a given chord type, because then it's just a matter of finding the right root notes. Okay, so E minor 7, E minor 7, E minor 7, right? Okay, but let's stick with this bar chord form. That gives us all the chords that we need for the 2, 5, 1, 6 chord progression. Now let's add in our rhythm, and from there we have tons of great stuff to practice. Getting started with the A minor 7. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 1. Minor 6. Repeat. See if you can play along. Okay, now let's see if we can change the key for this final chord progression. Let's play it once again in the key of C major. So here's our C note. Okay, we need the C major scale. Find the 2, 5, 1. Okay, that's going to be D, G, which we can also find here, and then C. So, D minor 7. Alright, then we find the 5 right here, low E string. Then we have the 1 chord. Then if we want that minor 6, what's the 6th note in the key of C? It's an A note. Alright, so A minor 7. Alright, so now we have 2, 5, 1, 6 in the key of C major. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Just like that. Okay, excellent work today, everybody. Now you've all mastered the 2, 5, 1, chord progression across the fretboard and in various keys. You even learned how to throw in some extra special ingredients and also how to transpose it from key to key. If you need some additional guidance, then I invite you to head over to patreon.com/Swiftlessons, where I'm going to have a Guitar Pro and a PDF study guide for you to download. Until next time, this is Rob coming at you from the Jersey Shore, saying happy picking.